I was actually thinking about something to talk about before this. I actually had a previous recording, a previous video that was going. Of course, you didn't see that because I stopped it, and I think I deleted it already. But I had actually a recording planned about another topic. But then I thought to myself, okay, I can just talk about this topic instead. So I'm going to talk about this topic. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope to God my camera is working very well, or else then you won't hear what I'm saying very well. Okay. One of the things I want to talk about is, for me personally, um, identity. I'm not transgender. I'm not gay. I like women. But when I say identity, I mean like the value of knowing yourself in general. I'm not like some deep philosophical guy, honestly. I do like thinking, but I'm not a philosophical guy. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was inherently identity, for example, like because me personally, I was always thinking to myself things like, okay, if metaphorically I wanted to make it as a big content creator, how would I want to do it, and could I possibly do it? Right. For example, one of the things I've been thinking about is, for example, streaming 3 times a day. Sorry, streaming 3 times a week, uploading videos 3 times a week, and uploading shorts 3 times a week for 52 weeks. Okay, maybe not fully straight. Maybe you have like a week where you take a break, like 3 weeks where you take a break at some point, but then you get back on the grind. And I just think to myself, okay, metaphorically, if I were to do that, if I were to put myself through the ringer to do that, right? We're assuming I'd get 100,000 subscribers at the end of it. What would I have to do to get through that? Like, I'm just saying, please ask yourself, what would you have to do that? I mean, yeah, we know. I mean, you can, for example, hire an editor somewhere there to get the videos, to edit the streams into videos. But like, mentally, what if you were to have to? If someone told you you have to do this, what would you have to do to not get depressed or burnt out, or too burnt out? I mean, a bug. Holy fuck! I almost got killed just now by a bug. I don't like bugs very much. They bug me a lot. But I was thinking to myself actually the other day, well, actually also today, like, what mental fortitude would I have to have? And one of the things I thought about was, for example, like, how do I most emotionally, like, get myself to think? Like, I think we all have ways we psychologically get ourselves, like, restabilize our mental state, right? Like, when you're sad, you'll watch a cat video. When you're drunk, you'll drink water after you black out, right? That kind of thing. So I was thinking to myself, how do I do that myself? Fuck. How do I do that myself? What are the possible things I could utilize for example, like to make myself happy again? What are the things I could utilize to not make myself burnt out, or to lessen the amount of burnout I feel? Right? And I was thinking about all these things because I remember someone close to me said this. They said like that we're a practical family. We try things out, and I thought to myself, God damn. And I started thinking to myself, all right, okay, maybe I should actually start thinking to myself, what can I actually do to get my things done? And I'm not going to start streaming, by the way. I'm not going to do that. But I was constantly thinking to myself, okay, how could I possibly do something? What could I do? What could I possibly do with my time to possibly figure things out? Because actually, I mean, the reason why they even said that, I was even told that, was because I had like, I had plans to do certain things, and I didn't follow through, or I forgot about them. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm just thinking more normally, like, what should I do? What can I do? How should I go about my things in life to get stuff done? And that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking of random theories, like, for example, like, when I said theories, I mean, like, I was thinking of some random things I could possibly like do to get stuff done. Like, for example, not talking to myself, but music. Because I feel like one of the best things to like, I think one of the most important things in in just in life in general is knowing, being able to list like 10 things that you in enjoy doing that can actually like help you restabilize. You know, if you feel stressful, what can help you get you back in a swing of things mentally and emotionally. One of the things I thought about was music, art, singing, dancing if I'm really feeling zesty, and all kinds of things. I mean, the goal, my inherent way of thinking isn't that you should actually be able to list 10 things that you actually love about, that you actually love doing, but the idea is that like you can at least strive to get 10 things that you like. For example, talking to friends, dancing, singing, gaming, going outside, and then you can somehow like you can constantly, because I feel like once you know what you like doing, that's also a sign that you also know yourself enough. And because you know yourself, you can way easier figure out what you need to do, what you want to do, what you are striving for in life. Because I feel like a lot of times it's really easy to get lost and become unstable emotionally and unsure of yourself, right? Some people, for example, what's the word? They spiral. Some people don't fully have a good sense of worth or a good sense of identity. Some people don't love themselves unconditionally, and they feel very desperate for external love more than others. Some people don't care about what others think because they know who they care about. Some people do care about what everybody thinks because they don't know they don't feel comfortable being who they are, right? I'm saying, wait, that's just a completely unrelated tangent. What was I talking about again? This is a very common thing you'll notice. If I ever like you'll notice in these tangents, I'll go on random tangents like these where I just completely forget what I was talking about. Should I make another video? I think this is enough. A dumb waste of time. Goodbye.